What advice does Ariana Madix have for new Vanderpump Rules cast after Reboot news? Ariana Madix and the rest of the cast of Vanderpump Rules may not be returning for the next season, but she has some advice. Not too long ago, Bravo announced that popular reality series Vanderpump Rules would be undergoing a complete reboot. None of the original cast would be returning, and an all-new group of people would be leading the next season. Ariana Madix, one of the most popular faces of the show, has revealed over time how she is grateful for the journey through 11 seasons. Recently, she opened up about the reboot and revealed her plans for her sandwich shop with co-star Katie Maloney. Here's what the Dancing with the Stars alum revealed and what advice she had for the newbies. What advice does Ariana Madix have for new Vanderpump Rules cast? During a conversation with People, Madix divulged that she was glad the news of the reboot was out for the fans to know, because every other day there was a new theory. She added that it was funny because once the news was actually out, there were new theories about the decision. "But I'm glad that people and the public now know what's going on," she stated. Madix also gave advice to the yet-to-be-announced new cast of Season 12 of Vanderpump Rules. "I would say this sounds cliché, but be yourself," the Love Island host mused. "I don't think it would work to try to be anybody else," she added, and pointed out that comparing themselves to the past cast would not help. She agreed the new group has big shoes to fill, but if they tried to fill those shoes by being someone else, it would never work. Ariana Madix on passionate Vanderpump Rules fans. The alum repeated, "So just be yourself." Madix also expressed gratitude about how passionate the Vanderpump fan base has been over the past 12 years. "We had the most die-hard, incredible fans who, from season 1 and on, just know everything." She added that the fans followed everything and supported the cast as they watched and tuned in to the series. Madix also mentioned how many of them showed up to BravoCon and met the cast. "That has been the most incredible part of everything," she accepted, and then continued that she is glad there's no more wondering for them now that the fate of the show has been announced. For the unversed, after the 11th season, Vanderpump Rules was put on pause by the network. Fans were worried about the future of their favorite show, but now with the reboot announcement, they have clarity about where things are going to head. As for the upcoming season, production on the 12th edition is slated to begin in 2025. Even though the all-new cast hasn't been announced, it won't be too long before the names come out in the public eye. Ariana Madix has advice for new Vanderpump Rules cast. During an interview with People, Madix talked a lot about her sandwich shop, something about her that she shares with Maloney, as well as the potential of her returning to reality television. But when the publication asked about advice for the future cast, she gave an honest answer, including telling them to just be true to themselves in the process. "I would say this sounds cliché, but be yourself," Madix said. "I don't think it would work to try to be anybody else. And not only that, if you're comparing yourself to past cast, and I know people say big shoes to fill, and yes, that's true, but at the same time, if you're trying to fill those shoes by being someone else, it's never gonna work." She went on to reiterate, "So just be yourself." Ariana Madix is happy the news of the recast is public. When season 11 wrapped, fans did not know what was going to happen with the show. It was a mixed bag of a season, with many fans angry that the cast had turned on Madix because she didn't forgive Sandoval. Madix told People that she was just happy that the public knew what was happening with the show. "I'm glad that people and the public now know what's going on." In another interview with the Post that happened earlier this month, Madix revealed that the fate of the show had been talked about for a while prior to the public knowing what was going to happen with Vanderpump Rules and its current cast. "I had been in conversations for quite some time, behind the scenes about what that would potentially be," she said to the outlet. I'm happy that it's out there. So yeah, I feel good." Madix has been, in the meantime, hosting Love Island USA.